Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, Please Hide Me from the Secret Counsel of the Wicked. Please hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Call Halal Yimla Alahayanawa Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Call Halal Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. And they just had that G7 meeting. The G7, the international, the leaders, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called the devil, because Esau is Esau is in rulership. And that seven, the G7, the seven, which is and I think, quote me if I'm wrong, it was held in Japan, that G7 meeting, but America and Italy and Germany, who was the EU, I think there's a couple more, but just to name a few off the head. But you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you're not at those G7 meetings. You're not at these summits. You're not sitting at the round table of these other nations, man. And basically, them G7 meetings and summits and stuff, that's the secret counsel of the wicked. They're plotting and scheming on ways that they're about to implement, their new world order, their agenda. And you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, Israel is not in their new world order plans. They are coming to destroy you, man. And we are at the door of this RFID, the CHIP, the MARK, where no man can buy or sell. We are at the doorstep of this. They're basically about to bring in this digital dollar, man. And this is gonna blindside a lot of Jakes, man. And Jake is, 2/3 of you you're gonna be down with it. You see, but they're coming after Israel, man. Ultimately, and whoever else don't want to get, even if it means taking out their own people, these nations may be going at it, but at the end of the day, they have an agenda set up. You see. So, they just had that G7 summit, man, that meeting, and you see, as far as with the banking crisis right now here in America, the supply chain is damaged, inflation is sky high. That's because they're getting ready to bring in this new system, man. It's coming. It's any day now. Breaking news could hit the fan, and war. War is at the doorstep too. But let me get to the scriptures. This is why you gotta be. That's why you gotta be praying and watching, man. The Lord said to pray and watch. Pray and watch. It's too much stuff right now going on here in Babylon, America, and around the world to just be walking around with your thumb up your ass, you know, trying to party everywhere. Let me go to this. Let me go to Psalm 83. Psalm 83 and 1, and it reads, it says, keep not thou silence, O Lord. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O YAHAWAHSHI. It says 2, for lo, see, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. See, so the Lord has enemies, and these are the enemies unto Israel, man, unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the tribes, man. The enemies are coming together, and they have a plan to try to take you Israelites out. You're not at these summit and G7 meetings, and you're not there. You're not sitting at the round table. All the other nations are sitting there. It says, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. And the Lord told you, you would be ruled over by those that hate you. It says 3, they have taken crafty counsel. See, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And that's what they're doing at these meetings, man, and these summits and stuff. They're sitting down at the round table, and they're trying to come up with brainstorm and plans to to basically bring forth their agenda and to destroy Israel. The Lord is telling you. He said, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who is this people? Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. 4, it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Then this is the whole plan. They know if you take that, when that RFID, that C-hip, the mark, when they bring that through, there's no repentance for that, man. Once you take that mark, because this is what it's gonna come to where no man can buy or sell. You're not gonna be able to buy no food. You're not gonna be able to have no business. You're not gonna be able to do none of that, man, without that mark. You're not gonna be able to do nothing. No man may buy or sell unless they had the mark. And this is what it's gonna lead up to. Salakia. It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be in no more remembrance. See, it says 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. 6, and these are the nations that are enemies unto the Lord and to Israel. It says, starting with number 1, the tabernacles of Edom, Esau, Edom, the so-called white folks. They are in rulership, man. They're number 1 on the Lord's hit list. They are the number 1 enemy unto Israel. Esau, Edom, man. You Edomites. And they are in rulership. They dictate policy and control policy and government and stuff like that. Esau, Edom. It says, and the Ishmaelites, you see the Elam, the Arabics. It said Moab, the Chinese, and the Hagarenes. It says 7, Jebal and Ammon. and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. See, so you have the Edomites, the white folks. You have the Arabics, the Elamites, the Ishmaelites, the Philistines. The Hamites. The so-called Africans. The small hats, the Amalek, and Ammon, the Japanese, which they just had that G7 meeting. They just had that G7 meeting in Japan. Quote me if I'm wrong. Let me go to let me go here. I'll close out with this. I don't want to make this too long, but yeah, trouble is knocking at the door, man. Trouble is knocking at the door. So let me go here. Psalm 64. Psalm 64 and 1, and it reads, it says, hear my voice, O Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, in my prayer. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be praying constantly, man, because we're under attack right now. We are troubled on all sides right now. In the middle of 2023, we are troubled on all sides right now. We have the MOB, the RFID knocking at the door, the CHIP. You got these pestilence. You got job layoffs, rent increasing, inflation. War. Division amongst the country. The hate is growing amongst the nation and for Israel. You got persecution that's coming, that's on the rise. You got all this stuff going on. He said, hear my voice, O Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. In my prayer, preserve my life. You want to be protected in this time from fear of the enemy. It says hide me from the secret counsel. See, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection and from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You see, it says hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And who is the secret counsel of the wicked? They're like a mob. They're a gang. They're just another form of a gang dressed in these business suits and thieves and thugs. At these they're murderers. The workers of iniquity, it says 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. It says 4, that they may shoot in secret. See, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. And how they shooting in secret at the perfect? They're setting these different traps. That's what they're doing. This is the whole point of those summit and meetings and stuff like that. Is they're just setting up traps. You got Biden doing all these executive orders, and they're moving the goalposts and setting up passing different laws, and and Jake ain't paying no attention to that, man. And they're telling you right on TV, straight to your face, but Jake don't understand that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. And that ultimately, that RFID is that mark. That's a trap, man. That Beetlejuice, that Maxine that's a trap. Those C19 tests, those are traps. You know. It says, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? You know, they basically, Esau, Edom, these other nations, they come together with these meetings, and they who can come against us, basically. Who can come against us? It says 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. 7. But YAHAWAHSHI shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. He says 8. They shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. I'll leave it there too. So they at this point, Esau is going full-fledged with his agenda, and the Lord is gonna short stop all that. Esau is gonna go so far, and these other nations are in business and in bed with Esau. The Lord's gonna destroy all of them, man, for the wickedness and the evil, that they're doing, man. You see? So, their time is almost up, and they, the elites know this. So, you're not Israel. You're not in these international, these leaders, and you're not in their plans, man. They're coming to destroy Israel. The Lord just told you. Your enemies that hate you, man. So this is why you gotta stay prayed up and constantly keep begging the Lord for mercy and seeking Him, man, and staying in the Word, and being circumspect, man, and watching constantly, because there's something coming down the line real soon here that's about to shake things up. So seek ye the Lord while He may be found. Shalom.